Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 15 of my Lokhir Fellheart campaign. Last time, we recruited a brand new member of the team, Murdredesa, who was selected at short notice. Bit of a shame. I had the apprentice thing worked out. I had an Alan Sugar impression. 12 hopefuls were going to battle it out across 12 weeks, but unfortunately, only Murdredesa survived after the other 11 contestants seemingly committed suicide by repeatedly and brutally stabbing themselves in the back. It's a shame. I'm sure we all warmly welcome Murdredesa to the team and hope that no one else ends up accidentally cutting their own head off with a rusty spoon. So we've got some units being recruited here for Murdredesa.
What do you seek?
Preferably no one committing suicide. And SpongeBob SquarePants is recruiting some more units. We've got some Sisters of Slaughter being recruited there, after some of her army died accidentally. A lot of people are actually accidentally dying recently, but that's fine. And Lokhir Fellheart, what I think we're going to do is I think SpongeBob and Lokhir are going to head north. We're going to head north and see if we can grab some territory in Lothir, or at least just sack some settlements. I'm also going to try and get...
There is no time for games.
Okay.
Nothing shall stop.
We're going to try and get Noctilus and his glorious beard on side. Defensive alliance. I will take... Did I want that? I probably didn't want that. I mean, worst case, we end up at war with the Wood Elves. And realistically, are the Wood Elves... I said this about the High Elves, didn't I? And 3 turns later, they were on my doorstep. So, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say the Wood Elves definitely will never come all the way over here to attack me, because it might actually happen. Okay, Volcanic Islands. We definitely do want the Obsidian Quarry and all that building's going on there. We've actually got a lot of income, which is why I've picked up Murdredesa. So we're going to defend our territory here with these guys, and then SpongeBob and Lokhir are going to head north. So that's the plan. That's the plan so far. Is it a good plan? Is it a bad plan? Who knows? The only thing I do know is that I'm definitely not taxing some of my settlements, because I've gone through and checked, and in fact you can't turn off taxing for Dark. I'm sure a lot of people are happy to hear that I can't untax settlements as Dark Elves, because inevitably I would do that and then completely forget. Right, we've got the Cinnabar mining pits. Where is that? It's down... Oh, it's the Blood Swamps. Yes, that's right. Sure, I want more money.
All-powerful sorceress.
Exactly. Now, I know shades are great, don't get me wrong. They are. They're very good. But they basically do the same. I mean, okay, we've got 25. They do more missile damage, to be fair. Shades are good. They're just very expensive. 93 compared to... I mean, if we go for the great... I mean, okay, if we go for bog standard shades, they're 344. I mean, effectively, you can get 4 units of Dark Shards for 1 unit of Shades, which I think...
Lokhir Fellheart.
Oh, we do have the money. But, I mean, no... no, screw it. We're not doing it. We're going...
What is your dark purpose?
Well, SpongeBob, we are going to... How's Murdredesa? Murdredesa's going to be fine. I think this is going to be fine. So we're going to head out to sea with these guys. There we go. We can't get any buildings there. I think... Do we need... I think we do need Dave, because he will give us the benefits of the prison wing here. So I think we're going to do that. But what I do need, because obviously that means that you don't have access to many... You've literally just got access to Shades, which, don't get me wrong, is great, but might not necessarily be entirely what you want. Okay, we've got lots of building going on here. I'm going to upgrade to the guild halls, because I think that's probably a pretty good shout.
The people grow restless.
Oh god, when don't they?
Supreme. Behold,
Let's get a couple of them. Get some witch elves, because why not? We might have rebellion here. Oh, you know what? They're good against... Right, so they're good against infantry and armor piercing. They are so expensive, though. Holy shit. 416 a turn. Good grief. I mean, they are really good, though.
The portents are good.
I bet they are, considering you're getting shades. God, I hope you don't rebel. Noxus. Okay, Noxus, you're going to come with us. I've decided. You're going to come with us. I'm not too worried about... I mean, okay, we might get a rebellion here because of corruption, but we should be able to fend it off, hopefully. It shouldn't be a mega... Well, wait. Because I've heard someone say that if the rebellion happens at a place where you have a garrison, or no, not a garrison, but rather recruitment buildings, they tend to use the same sort of level of troops. Hope that's not true. It'll probably be fine. You know what I could do is get another Black Ark, couldn't I? I could get another Black Ark.
Tell me why I shouldn't have you sent to my slave decks.
I mean, he probably wouldn't fit on them, to be honest. He's huge. But I'll peace out with you. And we kind of got lizard friends for some reason. I never thought that would happen, to be honest. I thought we'd have to carve our way through Lustria, but it turns out... No. Turns out they're okay. I don't think Black Arks actually... I mean, they do cost upkeep. Delzus or Asperon? Asperon, you've got the slightly less stupid name, so congratulations.
Feel my power.
Oh, do I want these guys? Okay, yeah, we'll keep them. We'll grab them.
Bring fire and terror.
Patrick, you're going to get imprisoned because impassioned. Good grief.
Make way.
Dark sorcery.
Okay, the fleet sets sail.
Double time.
The fleet sets sail. We're almost. Do we land at Lothir and take that immediately? Maybe, because that would be a good base, wouldn't it? Good base to attack from. And Noxus is trailing behind a little boat. He will catch up, hopefully. Let's give you... Specialist is quite nice. Increase... No, that won't help. Let's go Assault Garrison, because we will be doing that. You know what I could use, actually, is another Death Hag.
Feel my power.
Because, maybe I could... Maybe I could send these guys out to like do some missions and then come back to the Black Dwarf. Maybe we could do that. That's potentially an option. Right, we've got lots of building going on. Oh, look at all that building. It's so good. So yeah, I know. I know. We've already got one of those. I guess we'll just sort of let it... For once, it would be nice to click on a city and for them to go, you know what, everything's okay. Rather than complaining all the time. It's like, good grief, guys. It's been every time I click on a city since the start of the campaign, you've been whinging.
The Lord of the Deeps is close.
Okay, so we're going to have a rebellion at the Vampire Coast, and it looks like Sentinels of Zeti and Itza have declared war on each other, which is an interesting turn up for the books. Murdredesa has apparently become strict.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
Yes, I know.
By the cruel seas.
Right, let's move you guys up.
Beyond compare. Ah, the sea.
Hoist the sails.
Yes, SpongeBob, you are indeed at sea. Thanks for noticing.
Aboard the Tower of Blessed
Okay, we can land here. Dave is not far behind, so that's good. We are going to have a rebellion here, but I think we're going to be fine. We do have those Shades of Great Swords, which, and don't get me wrong, great unit, but so expensive.
Hold true power.
Some Corsairs, love. Calm your tits. Let's get a Dark Elf Harbour there, and we probably want... pots. I fucking love me some pots. Now, I think because the volcanic islands, chaos tend to spawn down here, which means they will land sort of on this area, this side of the coast, which means the blood swamps might come under attack. But generally, I don't think they'll come up as far as the Poxmarsh. So if we've only got the Blood Swamps ready to defend, we do need defences at all these settlements. So I'm thinking going walls even for the large settlements. So I think we will probably want walls here as well, because that will give us the greater fireballs, which will be good. Can't go wrong with that. We will get a rebellion there, but I think we should be able to just fight through it, no problem. Assuming they don't attack one of the undefended settlements. So we have had that rebellion. It's vampires, of course it is. What have they got?
No.
Holy crap. Yep, okay, sure, that's fine.
Your desire?
I guess try not to die. Okay, we'll deal with that.
Lord of fear.
Let's move...
Such slaughter.
If we move Dave there, and then set him up,
Fire your darkness.
then we're in a good position. Okay. So, anyone? Anyone? Okay, Lothir is predominantly undefended at the moment.
To the oars.
Right, we have landed.
Mother of the Dark Convent.
There is an army there. That's quite a scary army. We need to take Lothir, and we need to take it immediately. If we can take it right away, then we should be fine. If they manage to reinforce it, we could be in trouble.
Powerful enchantress.
We might have to go somewhere else. Basically, I need a beachhead. And I know this island is probably crawling with high elves. But first, let's deal with this little problem down here. What have they got? Okay, so they got some Vargeist, they got a Vargolf. They've got a wrinkly old man who looks a bit like... What does he look like? He looks like something. It's like in the back of my head. Tip of my tongue. Oh, it's going to do my nut in until I remember it. Never mind. Let's go and...
I will destroy them.
That's the spirit. Not an auspicious start for Murdredesa there, as she explodes herself. Okay, you're right. This is going to give it another shot. I have remembered what the Necromancer... He looks like David Bradley, who of course was Walder Frey, or the janitor in Harry Potter. Oh, but... Okay, you may have blew yourself up to start off with, but I think you just brought it back with that little fireball there. It just took out 2 Vargeists. Nice work. Over on the right flank, we have Black Knights with lances and more Vargeists. Our crossbows are turning to face them, and they're going to pepper them with shots. So we're going to be doing some damage there. Yes, look at that. It's very nice. And the Witch Elves moving in to protect them from a potential charge. The Shades opening fire on the Vargeist there. There's the Shades. No, that's the Dark Shards. There's Shades. They've got the hairdo going on. The shaved hairdo. Very nice. And wearing a lot of very tight leather there, I see. Excellent. So the Vargeist taking huge amounts of punishment. Here comes David Bradley in the back. And the Vargolf is now charging. And the Corsairs are going to get, well, blatted, basically. But we are going to give them some more, I believe, melee defense. What does this do? Melee defense and armor-piercing damage. Yes, there we go. So we'll be shooting them. The rest of the Corsairs have engaged the Graveguard. Not a particularly good fight for them, because they don't really have the armor-piercing, but the Witch Elves moving in behind to lend some assistance. So they're going to get in right in the back. Yes, very nice. Very, very good indeed. But Vargeists have landed in amongst the Shades. And despite being great swords, it's not going well for them. Going to get a nice little burning head there. It's going to carve its way through the enemy infantry and singe some of the Witch Elves and Corsairs. But frankly, I'm more interested if we could kill any of the Graveguard, which we're kind of doing. Unfortunately, a little chain rout is going to happen here as the Khan Wraiths cause some terror, and Murdredesa gets caught on the hop as Graveguards surround her. Is she going to be alright? She's doing some jumpy attacks. It's all fine. The Witch Elves still fighting on. Some of our units now rallying. The Dark Shards returning to the fight. The Witch Elves and Corsairs taking out the Khan Wraiths there. It should be fine. Enemy army is slowly being cut down despite that little terror. Chain terror. We're still going to be fine. Just the last few Khan Wraiths being dispatched. That's Murdredesa's first battle, and it's a victory. You don't usually have to face an elite undead army. Not until later on, anyway. Let's... Sure, slaves. I mean, you can't go wrong with slaves, can you? Let's pop you back in the Sexual Awakening, and... what do we like? Kindle Flame. I'm tempted to do that. Let's get Kindle Flame. Right. Yes. Okay, Public Order is going to be fine. Let's get the Cinnabar. Are we... what trade goods are we selling at the moment? So we're selling 80%, 100%, 90%. And 100% of that making about 2,000. We're only trading with 2 factions though. If we can maybe... I'm wondering if I send Noxus. Maybe Noxus sort of takes the long way round but heads towards Nagaron to make contact with them. Maybe we do that. And I still think that maybe hitting Lothir right away is a good shout. Okay, they haven't garrisoned. Rimmer's got sea legs apparently. Okay, good. Good. Now they haven't garrisoned Lothir. I think we can... can we reach it? You... why are you suddenly... why have you lost half your movement? That's a bit shit, isn't it? Okay, what if we...
Move and obey.
Oh, hello.
Dark sorceress.
Futile.
Black arts.
Tell you what we could try and do is maybe lure them. If we can maybe lure them into an... we might get spotted, but let's try and lure them into an ambush. Okay, Dave, be a little bit careful because we've got ports nearby. And of course the AI can then just use... that's okay, that's marching. So you've got to be a little bit careful. But we might send Rimmer and Kat on a mission. So let's maybe go with Assassinate to start off with. And... let's go Brazen Cauldron. It's all Brazier. I don't really care about you recruiting you. I mean, it would be helpful to allow other people to recruit the units, but... I don't know if this gives casual replenishment rate to everyone in radius or just him. I should really check that. Let's do something like that. Let's get all the upgrades. Okay, let's see if we can lure them into an ambush, because if we can, that would be really good. No, we've been spotted. Shit. Uh-oh. Yet... they haven't gone to garrison Lothir. Now they will have super duper defences there, plus a big garrison, so it's going to be a tough fight. But if we can take Lothir, then they will have serious trouble trying to dislodge us. What I'm worried about is Tyrion and Alariel teaming up on us, jumping us with multiple armies at the same time. I think Dave might have to retreat. Okay, we've been spotted. Right, Dave?
Certainly not.
That's not you, Dave. Right, go to Amber Alert. I know it means changing the light bulb. We're going to run away. And we're going to... oh, shit. Can we not... do you have... oh, shoot. Okay, if I lay siege, can I... this is a bit... it's a bit ballsy. What's this? Banner of Murder. Do I like that on him? I'm sort of... I don't know if that's better on another unit. Let's take that off them. Let's put that on them. So that'll give me more weapon strength, which is quite nice. So that'll be good. Like that. As someone pointed out, this does give the unit magical attack. So actually, not that useful. Well, it's still useful on a unit that has magical attacks. But you can give it to anyone. It doesn't really matter. I think I quite like that there. I quite like the Banner of Swiftness. I think I'm okay with the Banner of Murder on Lokhir. So I think that's... Yes, the Kraken is indeed something we want to defeat. Good. Now we've got the city under siege. We can actually get through its zone of control and hit the city proper. What we got? Scarecrow banner. Who's got that? Oh, you've got that. No, you don't want that. Silly. Let's pop that on these guys. Precision. I'm okay with that on them.
The weak shall fall.
Exactly. You don't usually start an invasion of a place by attacking the capital, but in this case, seems like the best option. So our Dark Shards, or the Emo Shards there, are going to face off against the enemy archers because they have shields. And they're very replaceable.
The weaklings use missiles.
Well, so do you? Don't know what to tell you there. Over on this flank, Lokhir's already been doing some great damage as he's burned these white lines of trace to a cinder, and the rest of the infantry is making its way up this flank here where there are no defences. SpongeBob's leading the army. Reinforcements up to the other wall. We get some nice Black Arc action here. Black Arc on Elf action. Very nice. Unfortunately, the flying squad, enemy flying squad, is approaching. It looks like they're going to try and take out the Emo Shards. Lokhir's spotted the enemy dragon. He does a little dodge there. Whoa, what a dodge. What a dodge. And starts attacking the enemy dragon's tail, apparently. Meanwhile, the giant turkeys have engaged our Emo Shards. Obviously, these guys are a distraction. But I'd prefer to try and keep them if I could. It's just I'm not bothered if they all die. So, the Kitty Tummy Ticklers and the Slanesh Harvesters are moving in to try and deal with this giant turkey. While we're getting blatted by the tower defences. SpongeBob's army is making for the gate. There is Greg. Greg's back. Isn't it nice to see Greg? Lokhir still fighting that dragon. Greg's coming in to render some assistance. Come on, Greg. Don't lose your shit this time. Enemy dragon. Not very happy. He goes down. And takes out a tower. He just landed on it. And then apparently exploded. Sure, whatever. So Lokhir is going to incinerate yet more High Elves, Swordmasters of Hoeth, getting turned into little chunky bits. Greg is moving inside the city. Let's just be a little bit careful there, Greg. You could go mental at any time. Ladders have reached the walls. You can see the Corsairs up on the walls now. They are engaging some White Lions with the help of the Sisters of Singing Doom. And we've got lots of our crossbows now in range. The gates are down. And SpongeBob's forces are now entering the city. In come the Sisters of Slaughter. The Knights of the Ebon Claw. There's the Chill of Sontar. We do have some Dragon Princes. So we're going to charge in and engage them. Unfortunately, some of the Sisters of Slaughter are going to get punted. But generally not too bad. They receive the charge okay. And now these Dragon Princes are surrounded. And losing a lot of health very quickly, as you can see there. In comes the Chill of Sontar. That's gonna make things even worse for them. The walls are very much now under our control as we swarm the enemy defenders. And Lokhir has finally got bored of being shot by these Eagle Claw bolt throwers. So he's now going to move in and murder the lot of the pointy-headed little shits. That's it. Not so pointy-headed anymore, are you? I mean, some of you are actually losing. Lost a lot of your upper body, and most of you lost your heads, actually. Yeah, I think courage and maybe a lot more men would help. Either way. You can see the walls have fallen to us. The enemy defenders are running for their lives. Just a few units left to deal with. They do have a high mage who probably picked the wrong day to stop taking drugs, would be my guess. They still do have a couple of units of Dragon Princes, but I mean, compared to the entirety of my army, they're not really much of a concern. Looks like they're trying to chase down Lokhir, but that's not going to go very well for them. And the army is now routing from army losses. In comes Lokhir at the last second. Lands down in amongst the Dragon Princes just when they were least suspecting it, and eats a few of them off their horses. And we have taken Lothir with minimal casualties. Ish. I'm fine with it.
Leave nothing but a shell.
I'm tempted to no, I could loot and occupy it.
Burn it.
Sure, why not?
My powers are growing.
Sure. We'll do some damage, we'll get some slaves, all that kind of good stuff. Let's repair all this Gubbinz. Right. So we've got the Harbour of Lothir, so that's going to give us quite a chunk of... Not as much as Marineburg, though. Weirdly. We've got the occupied Lothir. This could well be a good slave city. That's what I'm thinking. So maybe that one. We'll turn this into. We'll get. You know, we'll sprinkle slaves liberally between the two. I think that's probably pretty sensible. Let's get good defences here. Do we have much of a garrison? Can't tell yet. They haven't replenished. We definitely want public order. Let's get rid of those guild halls. I don't think that's going to be very useful. The estate of the masters. I guess.
Hear their screams.
Yeah, it's pleasant. I think we'll keep that for the moment. We'll get rid of it eventually, though. But for the moment, I'll keep it. Occam's Murdredesa. Do quite like that. I think we'll get scouting though, because I don't have much in the way of magical items, and I would like more.
Sorceress of Grond.
And SpongeBob, I'm tempted to put you on a Dark Pegasus, but I just think it would be dangerous. So let's, instead of that... I do like the Withering. Enfeebling Foe's quite nice, especially against heroes and monsters. I mean, it's good against everyone, to be honest. Minus 26 melee defense, minus 26 melee attack and 27 melee defense can really screw over a unit. You know what? Let's go for Inspiring Presence. Let's start going down. That's
Lokhir Fellheart.
We've got some money. We get the spot. I mean, it's not really going to be. It's not really that useful. I'm a bit worried about poor old Dave and the Black Dwarf having to run, but I think it'll be alright. And Noxus, please don't die.
No.
Alright, with Lothir under our control, we just need to capture the last few remaining settlements in, well, I say last few, I mean the other settlements in the province. So that's Angriel, the Shrine of Assyrian, and the Tower of Lycian. The only problem being that it's kind of in two directions, and somewhere over the Sword of Cain is, I bet that's Alariel. I bet she's coming to murder me on her floating turkey, and last time I'm going to be honest, I'm quite scared of Alariel with the Sword of Cain now. I think that would be quite... Well, I mean, Tyrion, you kind of know what to expect, right? It's Tyrion. Sword of Cain, he's going to be mental, you know that. Fair enough. Alariel, you kind of expect to be quite the pushover. You don't expect her to ram that sword right up your bottom. That's disconcerting. Oh, what's over here? Oh, Noctilus. You've been busy, haven't you? You've been busy, look at that. And so are the Wood Elves will look of it. Oh, no. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, so I'm going to have to leave it there. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of Lokhir Fellheart.